Hello and welcome to our presentation. My name is Bobo along with Charles, Connor, Mitchell and Nichols. I will be providing crucial components of our desert house building management plan. Our project will be located on Innovation Way, North Wollongong. The desert house is built and designed with zero net energy and can adapt to its occupant needs while also catering to demand for a sustainable environment through smart technology and passive design principle. If not managed properly, the risk might lead to project failure, therefore our risk management strategy must be applied. This strategy intends to detect and assess potential risks. Using risk assessment approach, the risk metric will be used to assign a maximum of 25 points to each risk. It compares the likelihood of incidents to the risk effect level. The higher the score, the greater the likelihood of unfavorable outcome is. The risk metric current approach was used to create a risk register for the project, an extract of which is displayed. The unsatisfactory quality and broad incidence of COVID-19 among employees, as well as unsafe work behavior on site, received high marks.
So this is our scheduling. It will cover the Gantt chart and stages, work breakdown structure, and the scheduling risks. The scheduling was managed through Microsoft Projects and the Gantt chart was developed. We were able to also import the resources to assist in the costing using Microsoft Project. The expected completion date of the project is early June 2023, and the stages include the planning, construction, finalization, and handover stages. And here we have the remainder of the Gantt chart, including the final construction phases, finalization, and handover. From the schedule, the work breakdown structure was then produced as a baseline for the stages of the project. A significant bulk of the work lies in the construction phase, as is seen. The current risks posed to our schedule include delays from weather events. The Bureau of Meteorology are expecting higher than median rainfall patterns for the summer of 2022, which may lead to delays in the early construction phases. Also in the early construction phases, the lead time for cured concrete products such as pipes has increased, leading to the delivery of some uncured products. So ensuring that quality control is maintained to prevent any later delays from these products is needed.
Now onto the costing of the project, which considered material, labour and interest costs in providing a final bid price. A bill of quantities was produced through an analysis of the detailed engineering design plans produced by Team UAW for the 2018 Solar Decathlon, along with assumptions for the earthworks and roadworks based on the selected site area, which are displayed within the project management plan. A summary of the material cost estimate is displayed on the slide, with the total material cost being approximately $4.25 million. This cost estimate also includes various subcontractor rates, which are also assumed to include plant hire costing. The required labour cost was completed through assigning labour rates from Cordell's Construction Cost Index 2020 to the work hours determined through the project scheduling. From the displayed table of rates and hours, the total labour cost, exclusive of subcontractors, was approximated to be $900,000. Following the determination of the material and labour costs, the required loans and interest charges were calculated to determine the final bid price. A 10% contingency was added along with a further 10% for profit and overheads. It has been assumed that the project team is paid monthly by the client and subcontractors are to be paid fortnightly. A 10% interest rate was assumed on all loans, and hence the displayed project cash flow determines a total interest of $170,000. Through consideration of all of the discussed cost experienced throughout the project, the table display shows the final tender price of the Desert Rose Retirement Village project to be approximately $6.35 million.
Here I'll briefly discuss the WHS and environmental management plans for the Desert Rose project. It is essential that all responsibilities relating to health and safety are met relating to the construction and life cycle of the retirement village. As such, a detailed work, health and safety plan has been created with a small portion shown here. 19 hazards directly relating to the project have been identified, explained, and multiple management strategies have been listed for each. Similarly, to ensure the project is sustainable and complies with the required government legislations, a detailed environmental plan was also created with a small portion pictured here. 9 potential environmental risks directly relating to the construction process of the retirement village were detailed with multiple management strategies listed for each.
Good afternoon. My name is Nicholas Turner, and today I will be covering the site management plans for our Desert Rose Retirement Village. The following environmental risks have been identified for this construction project. Each of these risks have their own associated action and frequency at which this action is supposed to be completed. The most important for this site is preventing sediment and erosion, and to do this, a silt fence will be installed along the site boundary and a grate will be installed at the site entry to prevent the transportation of sediment material. If you refer to the table behind me, you will see other risks that have been identified and their associated actions. There is a variety of stakeholders associated with this construction project. The development team have decided to minimize safety issues, that site visits will be restricted unless absolutely necessary. In this regard, the development team and industry professionals are the only stakeholders which will ideally be visiting the site. When these stakeholders visit the site, they will have to wear high visibility vests and hard hats to maximize safety, and they will be shown around by the site supervisor. For construction workplace health and safety, a demountable will be provided on site that features basic cooking amenities and a rest area for all workers. All construction employees are to wear the correct PPE, this being a high visibility vest and a hard hat. All trucks and other vehicles are to travel around the site in a one-way direction to minimize reversing. The site supervisor is responsible for ensuring these safe practices and other ones specified in the work health and safety plans on the construction site. This concludes my brief summary of the site management plans.
Now we'll look at the monitoring and control plans, which involve examining key performance indicators, identifying baselines, and using quality control and assurance strategies. Key performance indicators are parameters that need to be monitored to measure if areas of the project have deviated from the planned progress and to provide information on which remedial measures may be effective to ensure objectives are still met. For the parameters listed below, detailed investigations have taken place and been tabulated in our report. Baselines are to be used to monitor the progress of the retirement village. The budget and Gantt charts will be baselines for the cost and schedule respectively. Actual progress will be compared to planned progress using these tools. Furthermore, multiple quality control and assurance measures will be implemented to ensure the project meets all objectives to a high degree of quality.
Handover occurs between project team and the owner. The contract describes the defective, functional, and tested assets for all operation and maintenance manual technical supports and repair requests for using solar, battery, woodward water recycling system, and the whole house control system. For successful handover, all staff will execute a precise scheduling plan with a project report and evaluation.
Thank you for listening to this presentation. If any further information is required on the management of the discussed project aspects, please refer to the project management plan supplied.